Hey guys, what up? It's Dark Aiden here. So today I'm going to be doing another episode for my series 3Series where I take a deck that I think is potentially really good and I put it in the hands of an average player, aka myself, and we see how it goes. So today I have a deck for you guys from another YouTuber called Noxious. So this is a discard lock deck. So the essentials of this deck is Lakari Sacrifice, Blood Queen Lanathel, Clutch Mother Zavas, and a bunch of discard effects. So our main win condition is popping Lakari Sacrifice, getting the quest completed, and playing Nether Portal. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, Nether Portal is I would say it's more of like an enchantment, I guess, because it's not a creature, it can't attack, but it creates 2/3/2s at the end of the turn, and it can't be removed off the board, it can't be devolved, so there's no way to like interact with it. So today I'm going to be playing this discard lock deck. It's a little bit different discard lock deck than any deck that I've played before. I definitely have a huge affinity to disco lock because when Lakari Sacrifice initially came out and Clutch Mother initially came out, I immediately bought them with Dust. And I tried to play the deck. I tried my own version. It didn't exactly work out. And now with the new Blood Queen Lanathel, the deck seems really good. So there are a couple things that I haven't ever used in any Warlock deck, and those are Sacrificial Pact. So there's a 1 of Sacrificial Pact, so if I'm ever behind on life, I can just sack one of my 3/2 imps that's made off another portal, or something that's pretty close to dying, and then gain that 5 life back. Another card that I haven't ever used before is Sense Demons. So Sense Demons is 3 mana, pulls 2 demons out of your deck. And it's really good on turn 3 to be able to pull out, like, obviously it's random what you pull out, but you can pull out something like a Doomguard, or you can pull something like the Fellhound or Malchezaar's Imp, just to really kind of get the synergy going with the deck. So this is a deck that I like a lot. On the right hand side of the screen, you should be able to see the deck list that I have here. Again, and another thing that I'm using is I'm using Hellfire and Fellfire Potion. So those are like 2 sweepers, so it allows me to kind of get to the late game. And the other win condition I have is Blood Reaver Gul'dan, which, as we all know from handlock decks, is really good. So I want to showcase this deck with you guys. We're going to play 3 games and see how it goes. Alright, let's get into it. So I think currently I've played roughly 35 games, and I want to say I'm at like a 68 to 70% win ratio with it. So it is a pretty good deck, in my opinion, and obviously I've played quite a few games with it. But I do think you guys are really going to like this deck. It is a lot of fun. Like, sometimes you do get like the bad discards, or you accidentally discard a Blood Reaver Gul'dan or something like that. So it can have its not so good moments, but for the most part, it's a deck that I definitely really like a lot, and I think you guys will really like it too. Right. Okay, so this is a good start for us. Hopefully I can get something like a Voidwalker next turn, and I can throw down like a Voidwalker and a Malchezaar's Imp. But I'm probably gonna just hold off and just draw a card with my hero power, and then on turn 3 just drop the Malchezaar's Imp. Ooh, that's a solid draw. So yeah, we have a lot of good things coming up for our turn 3. So like I said, I'm probably gonna drop Malchezaar's Imp and like a Darkshire Librarian. I feel like that's gonna be probably the best thing I can do here. I really hope that I don't discard the Blood Reaver Gul'dan, which I did. So that's the only downside to playing disco lock, is that it's random what you do discard. So like, if you could choose what you got to discard, I think discard lock would be probably the most played deck in all of person. Like it would be really good if you could just choose what you discarded versus it being random what you discard. Okay, so for this spot, let's throw down a taunt. And let's throw down a Dark Shire Librarian. Good, so that was what we wanted to discard. I really want to play that next turn, so I'm not going to bother playing this now because I don't want to have the chance of not being able to play Doomguard next turn, because that's a really strong turn 5 draw. And we are playing against the Quest Mage, so we got to keep that in mind. This should be a pretty good game for us. So now we're getting the beats down. Getting the beats. Because I'm gonna make this beat drop. Okay, so let's sense some demons, see what we get. Got the second Malchezaar's Imp. Let's see if we can't discard a silver. Oh, it's okay, we have the other discard effect in hand, so not super worried about it. Losing the second Doomguard does kind of suck, but yeah, it happens. It happens. So we definitely want to get Lanathal down. And we have 7 cards in hand. We'll draw, pass. So it's approaching the time where he kind of has to have the combo, which if you aren't familiar with what he's playing, I guarantee you this is the Archmage Antonidas with 2 Molten copies plus 2 Sorcerer's Apprentices, making all of his spells cost 4 less, and then he fireballs you, gets a free fireball, and he just does that over and over and over until you die, because they cost 0. Okay, so yes, that is exactly what we wanted to see. Because he lost a Molten copy, he can't go infinite. So that'll be good for us. Oh, my hand was too full, therefore we didn't get the Nether portal. Oh, that feels terrible. Oh man. The feels. I didn't even realize. Oh, the feels. They feel so bad. Oh, that's terrible. Oh. And he also can't go off without completing his quest. So he's. Oh, that feels bad. He's 2 away. I don't think. I don't think he has a chance here. I think I'm gonna see concede here. Not me conceding. I think he's gonna, or he or she. Don't want to be gender specific, but I think Jaina's about to concede. Come on, bro. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Your soul shall suffer. Game. So commanding victory over Quest Mage, and I am ranked 15, so there's that. So that way you know kind of what level of players I'm playing against. I'm playing against other people who are 15 as well. So game one in the bag, and a sweet showing for this deck. So it's kind of pretty commanding win. So much that I didn't even need another portal to win that one. Like the discard cards from this deck, like Doomguard is just really good, and Bellhound is just super good, and being able to discard Silverware Golem is super phenomenal, and having Clutch Mother in your opening hand feels so right. If having Clutch Mother in your opening hand isn't right, then I don't want to, or if that's wrong, I don't want to be right. Right. So we have Doomguard Mortal Coil. Not exactly what we want right now. Um, we're definitely gonna draw. So right now, what we need to do is we need to draw into more discard effects. Um, you don't often have an issue with drawing into discard effects. Um, like I can't say that that's a huge problem for me. There we go. So we drew into another discard effect that we can play next turn. But yeah. I mean, I think this deck is definitely a super solid deck. I'd love for him to play something that can Mortal Coil off of 3Series. Maybe get a Silverware Golem. Pretty good. Okay. Okay. Play a 1/1. There we go. That's what I like to see. Not what I like to see. Okay. Hey, look at that. It's like all coming full circle. So drew the Darkshire Librarian. Next turn, I can just slam down a Doomguard faster than you've ever seen someone slam a Doomguard down. Okay. I'll see you. Let's get that off the board. Let's get that off the board. So we're in a spot where if we got a sacrificial pack, this would be really good for us. Because we're just hurting so bad right now. So if I fill Fire Potion, I'm gonna hit myself for 2. We're kind of in a really bad spot here. I have one Voidwalker in my deck. Let's see, what demons could I pull? I could pull Demon, I could pull Voidwalker, I could pull 2 Fellhounds, which are useless. I could pull Succubus in this situation, are useless. I could also pull a Doomguard, which also would be useless right now. So I've got like a 1 in 5 chance in getting what I want. I think this play, even though it puts me to 2, I think it leaves me open for the best possibilities because I think, yeah. I mean, when they have it, they have it. So I mean, props to the tempo rogue. So props to her. I mean, that's just being unlucky. Like that was a super solid hand from them. Like that was a very solid hand. When I play Tempo Rogue, that never happens. If you guys watched episode 1, so I never got hands like that. That was really good on that person's part. Okay, so Hunter versus Warlock. I think we are good for this matchup. 100% keeping a Defile, because that could be really good for us. I think this is going to be more of a control-y game. Yeah, this is going to be more of a control-y discard lock game than what you'd normally see. Because if we can just control his board state, I think we got this. Because I think in the end, I think we'll get more out there. I mean, I could have coined Shadow Bolted that off the field. But I kind of just rather coin wipe the whole board. Because now this is, if he plays anything with 2 toughness, I can just defile. Just like that. So now I can wipe twice. And we can start committing to the board now. I definitely think I value Fellhound in this matchup a lot more than I value Doomguard. Because even though Doomguard's really good, Fellhound is just gonna keep me around for so much longer. But I have to get. I know how bad this can get if Tundra Rhino goes undealt with. Like if I don't deal with the Tundra Rhino right there, I could potentially lose the game on the next turn. Okay, so this is solid turn for us. I'm definitely not using my hero power, probably until I hit a sacrificial pact, because I'm such low life right now. I feel like he could just come out of nowhere and kill me. Like 5 hero power right there on this turn. No, he couldn't do it on this turn, but he could have some pretty sweet plays that would hurt me quite bad. So let's see, how much do I have? I have 914. If I get Mortal Coil, I probably shouldn't have hero powered there, but I have 2 Soulfire sitting in my deck, so if I pulled up, I think I said Mortal Coil, but if I would have gotten a Soulfire right there, which I had a 12.5% chance of getting a Soulfire, would have ended the game. Okay. So that's game over. Yeah. He really needed the kill command there. If he had a creature, any beast, and a kill command, that was game over for us. So yeah, that was game number 3. It went by so fast. So yeah, this was the discard lock deck. This is definitely one of my favorite decks. Like I said, I've had a huge affinity towards this deck. I really enjoy it. It's definitely my play style. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this deck as well. Hopefully you found this at least somewhat interesting. If you do think that I made any misplays whatsoever, definitely leave a comment down below, and I will definitely read those and see if I can't get better with the help of my community. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely comment down below, leave a like, subscribe to see when I post new videos, get the bell notification to get updates whenever I post new videos. I try and post a 3-series video every week, always using different decks. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll also link Noxious's video in the description below as well, on where you can see where I got the idea from. He had a pretty good showing on his video as well. So, well, hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.